Hello! Hi, here I am. I was behind the map. We'll go over the map shortly, but first I'll say my hellos. Hi and hello. Hello and howdy. Streaming on a Wednesday, what the hell? Well, listen. You never know when your Sunday stream goes for 7 hours and you still are feeling the effects of it through 2 days later. So here we are on a Wednesday. The famous hump day, the famous middle of the week. You know it, you love it. And final day of April. Any other fun April 30th facts today that anybody wants to share? If not, we can just hop right into our business, our critical business. We are playing Kenseiden for the Sega Master System today. We played it last week. We had a pretty good time. We had a fun time. However, we were unable to defeat it because it's pretty hard. And in addition, it requires a bit of planning ahead of time. Hence, a little route of our map today. Seems clear enough, I'm sure. Seems like the sort of thing that doesn't really need to be explained very much, right? We got the Oni masks for our warlocks, of which we have 6. We have the little shrine for our training spots, of which there are 4. And we've also got the castle at the end in the Edo region, and the little kimono at the start, which is where we're starting. The red arrows mean we're going to have to play the level the whole time. Green arrows mean we're returning to that area just to traverse, basically, so we can just, like, enter and exit quickly. This is the image I will be looking at. This is how I'm going to refer to our journey through the 16th century Japan? So, you know, got it memorized? I hope so. Because I will be bringing it up repeatedly. And of course, there will be a quiz. At random intervals. No, there won't be anything like that. I'm just gonna, realistically, I'm gonna play Kenseiden every so often go, what the heck was that? Oh yeah, we gotta go there next. Great. So, that's a little simulacrum of how tonight's gonna go. We are also going to be hitting up, up, down, down 2 to get that free continue whenever we can. We are going to desperately try to not fuck up that input so that we can actually beat the game. It's possible we don't beat the game tonight. It's possible, but honestly, I think we've got it. I think literally the most dangerous hazard in our way is the continue input. But barring that, I think we're going to be fine. I think we've once we shake off the rust and shake off our sea legs, our Ken sea legs, it'll simply be no problem. So let's enjoy a little bit of Star Fox funkiness, and then we'll get rolling in our quest to defeat the warlocks that have invaded Japan. All seven of them, if you count the final boss. I think it'll be good. I think we'll have fun. I think we'll be chilling. I think it'll literally be no problem. I think the more affirmations I say, the more comedic it'll be when I inevitably make a critical error. So, you know. You're all lucky I'm such a considerate, funny business proprietor. I'm here to provide you with... I don't provide jokes. You know what I provide? I provide serious and insightful gaming. The most insightful gaming on Twitch. They're calling me the insightful gamer. Let me double check that my emulator's sound is at a good volume. It is. Great news for fans of hearing the game. That doo-doo-doo was me. Worry not. That's still me. That's still me. Everybody, your devices are safe. Your devices are perfectly safe. I'm sorry for tricking you. But for some very odd reason, this emulator makes my mouse disappear when it's full screen and I try to open a settings window. So I have to, like... I have to play an invisible navigate the maze game if I want to exit a menu. I love computer. Oh, I love computer. Every day something new with computer. It's awesome. Oh, hold on. Wait, here's a question. Can I just... Okay, we can hit enter. And we will save our sound settings. And there it is. Kenseiden, 1988, Sega Master System. Let's just get right in there. We're starting, as many games do, at the start. We don't have a whole lot of techniques to our names. We can do the defensive stance, but beyond that, it's a lot of pretty normal slashing. These awesome hopping guys. Oh, I don't think I realized you could stand on these. That is how you get up there. No. No. Oh, you can even stand on the lamps. My goodness. Already, we're making new and innovative discoveries in the field of playing this particular game. Skeleton, our old friend. Good to be back. Good to be back in Higo province. Yeah. All right. Hey. Why doesn't everybody just take it easy? That's what I think. Oh, okay. He did fall. We did die. Slightly tragic. Actually, it's early enough that I might just not want to die. I might just hit reset on my Sega Master System if nobody minds. Huh. The hopping man. The dreadful hopping man. The solemn skulls. The endless ghosts. This is just what life is like when the warlocks came in. And it's why we gotta hone our skills. We simply have no choice. We gotta do it. We gotta return life to some semblance of normalcy. Alright, we have escaped the first level. Just as a reminder, as a reference, here's the little mappy I drew of our route. So it's not exactly 100% clear to me. Actually, wait, can I get the side by side? Kinda. So, this game is relatively non-linear. These first two levels are mandatory, but after that, your paths begin to branch. And you can kind of take whatever route you want to get to the end. It is not 100% clear to me what exactly you need for killing the final boss, though. I believe you need the technique that the second boss will give us over in province number 4. The island to our immediate east. We need that technique. I think we also need the sword that the easternmost warlock will give us. I think we need that, although I'm not exactly clear on that. The manual says we need it, but I can't really find a lot of confirmation about that. Regardless, this is all a moot point because the plan today is we're going through all 16 provinces, baby. We're getting every technique, every sword. The only thing we're not going to absolutely do is the training segments, because those are A, optional. Whoops, I accidentally moved myself around instead of the map. The training segments are optional, and also they are really fucking hard. You have to clear them you have to clear them without taking a single hit if you want their prize. I managed to get one of them done, but not all of them. Forget the Joker, welcome. April the 30th to you. April the 30th to any and all. Orange Soda King, hello, welcome. We're just getting started on the Kenseiden run back. Hope you're doing well. Hope both of you are doing well. Hope everyone is chilling. On a Wednesday. I fell down. It is the hottest April 29th and 30th on record in Ireland. I'm sure that's normal. Yeah, that sounds normal to me. That sounds like the new normal. Yesterday we had a fucked up storm. That cut out a lot. I was fine, but a lot of people in the city and thereabouts got their shit rocked. Power outages. And after that storm, tonight we have a frost warning. So, you know, just the normal kinds of weather. Playing Fortnite with the kid, love that. We love to get a #1 victory royale. Yeah, it's the one stage in Mega Man 8. That's right. Dr. Wowie, etc. This guy. The enemies are so good at respawning. You gotta recognize where your enemies succeed. Give me this sword. Yes. Thank you for giving me the sword. Here we are, boss #1. Ah. It's old Fire Wheel. If we can successfully kill him, he'll teach us how to jump real high. Well, he'll drop a scroll that contains the technique of jumping really high. And we'll read that scroll. He won't impart the knowledge himself. It's, not easy. It is the first boss battle, though. Ooh, okay. Yeah, if you get here with enough health, it's not so bad. And also, we learned the art of jumping high, like this. Well, we're bonking against the ceiling, but like this. You do take damage from it touching you and from its little flames. We took a number of hits there, but we barely managed to hang in there. Yeah. Okay, so now you can see we've got our choice. But the path laid before us is to go to the northernmost province, which is the caves, I think? I do love our cute little tiny overworld sprite. Oh yeah, these skulls are hazards. What the hell? Rude. It would be a roguelite. I could see roguelite kenseiden going kind of hard, honestly. I mean, the Slay the Spire branching paths map draws itself, practically. These awesome guys, stretch worms. We do like a game. We do like a normal game. But what is normal? I think a normal game has Alex Kidd's face in it somewhere. Maybe on the box art, maybe on the protagonist. Or maybe as a haunting visage guiding us to a treat in the caves. Honestly, all told, I would say this game is not as hard as I was expecting. It's a little bit tricky. It's a little bit tough, for sure. The lone exception to this being the training challenges, which are fucked up. They're straight up, like, twisted. Oh. Help. But you do get the appeal of growing stronger as you progress. Alright, we're going south. We're gonna go learn a technique. Ichiban Yakuza should start wearing Alex Kidd graphic tees. I'm pretty sure... Wait. Huh. Apparently there's an Oni here. This game was released in the West. This game did make it to the West, which I wasn't sure about. It might have only made it to Europe, actually. Let's see. Oh no, yeah, it made it to the States as well. Alex Kidd and Alex Mack are both similar beasts. Alex's. But yeah, this game was released. It had a translated manual and everything. Oh yes, extra life. Don't mind if I do. It even had a dedicated hint sheet for anybody who called into Sega's hint line. So... someone was buying Kenseiden. This is not a game I myself had ever heard of until assembling titles for our Master System grab bag. And then I played it and was like, wait, this actually goes crazy. This is awesome. Let's play more of it. And the rest, as they say, is unfolding before your very eyes. Jumping blue guy. Oh. Matango, customize your dad. Welcome. We're near the start of our journey. You haven't missed too much. We've learned the art of jumping high. That's about it. I love the way these demons look. The solid black with just a bit of gray shading. The Rest is Her Story by Sam Barlow, available on Steam. Alright, get me in there. It's him! Yes, and I remember the rhythm of him. It's slicing him on the knees. Thank you for wishing me luck on my mission. I will expel all of the warlocks, including this guy. Alright. That guy wasn't much of a problem at all. Thou have learnt to slash with your sword. You know it. This is what slashing with your sword is like. It honestly kind of is awesome. Like, everything else kind of has that, like, you know, not quite as slow as a Belmont, but you move very deliberately, let's say. But boy, you really go wild when you start pressing this one. Feels pretty good. I think that is the technique. The problem is, when it comes to techniques that yeah, Thou with Your is really good. It's a charming localization for sure. So the hint sheet and other guides say that you want to have the helmet splitting move. However, there is the crushing head attack, which is what we just unlocked, and then there is the splitting helmet attack, which is, I think, the next one we're going to get. For now, let's go down here and try a little bit of training. Which, yes, training. We will simply try it. Thou must practice here. We have to practice here. Fuck. Already it's like this. However, we do have the ultimate technique. I also don't like... A lot of this game looks great. Maybe this is an effect that would look better on a CRT or with a scanline filter or something. But the way that the colors, like, fuck up as the... like, dim as the background scrolls, especially when you're standing, that weird flickering, I really don't like it. It's not pleasant on the eyes. It's distracting in a moment where I should be focusing on my ultimate technique, you know? Okay, this one? This first one? The dither of fuck. It's truly dithered. It's dithmal. Thou didst very well. As reward, thou shalt be granted an increase in life. Yay. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the only training we were successful at. We will see. Alright. So now, we have no choice but to trek back across this land. So we'll go north, north, and then north once more to another training. I won't dismiss my skills. Worry not. The order I'm going in is roughly the numbered order that's listed in the manual. So it's not like I'm taking any particularly strategic choices other than just clearing levels in order. Okay, this is the level we unfortunately do have to just do again. That's fine though. I wonder if we can collect the medicine in here again. Wouldn't that be lovely? Wouldn't that be just a treat? Ah, lava! It's okay. Alex, kid, show me your secrets. Yes, we can pick up another one. Hooray! So perhaps it's actually tremendously advantageous. They're calling me the advantageous gamer. Yeah, I take advantage. I don't know who this is, who this character is.
Piece of cake.
You're damn right, Eggman. It's been a piece of cake so far. We're already 5 provinces in. Also, welcome, Anthony. Hello. Oh, and an extra life. Look at that. Would you look at that? Alright, it's another training. You know what it is. Thou must practice here. It's these guys. They've set up even more arrows and spikes for me to avoid. Because they're just that nice. No, I'm but a novice. Oh, I am but a novice. I would take Habs advancing. Leaf's historical choke is, you know. I've seen that one plenty of times. Did they blow another 3-1 series lead? Is that what's happened? I am shocked at my own lack of knowledge of sports these days. Sometimes. They have indeed another one. Another one, as they say. Yet again. Yeah, like at this point it's like, are they sick in the head? Like the first one is like, oh boy, is like, oh man, whoa, Leafs again. The second one and the third one are quite funny. Oh, they were up 3-0. Okay, yeah, no. Like, move those boys through, is what I say. I have too many Leafs friends who, who are constantly on suicide watch around this time of year, so I don't need that kind of stress in my life. Yes, Knicks versus Pistons, many are saying. LeBron, Mickey, etc. Ugh. Yes, of course, we have to high jump over that. Nuggets Clippers being good is surprising. The Nuggets being good, I understand, but the Clippers. I'll have to see it to believe it. The Clippers are healthy and balling. Well, good for them. Good for them. That was my own fault, though. That was simply my own greed setting in, my own panic. Oh, true. World famous Kawhi Leonard. Two-time NBA champion Kawhi Leonard. For some reason, I thought that he was still out. Like, he would be out for the indefinite future. God, the one hit punishment for these is so cruel. Oh, it's Paul George. Paul George is suffering the injuries at the moment. Likely state for Paul George to be in. Yeah, exactly. I don't mean to make too much light of the injuries of athletes. It's real and bad and scary. I'm just, you know, the Clippers and playoffs in my memory is a lot of extremely injured, like a lot of like the craziest vets you've ever seen, all nursing like their 5th ACL tear by the time Game 7 rolls around. The only Clippers playoff memory that really stands in my mind is the time Terrence Mann got like 1,000,000 points to advance to like past their first playoff series in a while or something. Which is fun, because Terrence Mann is not a guy I had ever heard of before, but the Clippers were injured, so up he came, and everybody said, wow, Terrence Mann. It's Terrence Mann's time to shine. And you know what? You do love a moment like that. IMO. Well, Godspeed to all the teams my friends like, and may all the teams my friends hate. You know. Well, I shan't say. We love a that guy game. And that guy game in the playoffs is what it's all about. Yeah, I understand the Timberwolves are doing okay against the dreaded, the evil and vile Lakers. Happy to have that. Happy to hear that. My goodness. Basketball is fun. The Lakers... Now, I'm no NBA coach. But I think you need a center if you're going to field a team of basketball men. True, the Lakers were formerly from Minnesota. That's fucked up. That is truly bizarre. 107 seconds of rest in Game 4! Oh my god. Let LeBron take a nap. Let him tuck himself in. Dude, he's got to get to bingo night. I have played a bit of it, and I've watched my friend play it. The main thing I remember from it is the map looking like there's a really cool / insane world map where it's like a fisheye lens pre-render of Chicago. And also Michael Jordan has to like navigate labyrinths. Only 5 guys for an entire half? Guys! What the fuck? Luka Doncic, $900 million. Bench, $0. Somebody help me. My team is dying. You can't just walk off of that ledge, by the way. Ah, man. Basketball is kind of awesome. Shit. Am I willing to withstand having to hear everybody, you know, having to hear Shaq's money line whispered directly into my ear? If it means I get to see, oh, I don't know, Jade and Ivy hit the somewhat nasty alley-oop or something like that. Fuck me. Bada bum 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 bum. I do at least. This is one of the better songs in the game. So I do enjoy getting to hear it. A trait of music that I like is that hearing it does make me smile. This is a common feature of music. The back of the box bullet point for music. Could Hayato ball? He does learn to jump high. He's got those hops. He's got those hops. He's got those hops. What he lacks in speed, he makes up for in airtime. Music that makes you cry, though. That's true. We do love a good heart-rending ballad every now and again. Also, hi Mixie. Welcome. We're training. We're honing our blade. The monks won't give us our prize if we take even one strike of an arrow. A new Mario Hoops 3-on-3. The club guy did dwarf him, but you're always gonna have your matchup disadvantages. Like, you know. Imagine being tall enough to play basketball, and then, like, you have to, like, guard Jokic or something, right? Like, you're always gonna there's always gonna be someone bigger. Can't let that deter you. Learning of the local teams is a good way to follow sports IMO, because it's a good easy conversation starter. I see plenty of cars around flying little Habs flags all over, so easy icebreaker. Exactly. As long as your team isn't doing some fucked up shit, which is always a possibility. I'm pretty sure you're allowed to have a top knot ponytail. I think you've had, there have definitely been players rocking a top knot, if I remember right. You are allowed to be a wandering Ronin in the NBA, however, you do have to... Fuck. I wish I knew more about 16th century Japan so I could land this joke. Fuck. Give me a second. I'm gonna go watch the entire filmography of Akira Kurosawa. Just kidding. I'm not gonna do that. That would take too long. I got Kenseiden to play. Oh yes, you are from a land of mostly loathed sports team. Let's go Mets, baby. However, I will throw out a humble "Let's go Mets, baby." But yeah. Oh yeah, and being from New York, you also have the luxury of, like, multiple teams per sport. So now you're going to be forced into, you know... Adam Silver watching Takeshi's Castle episodes for ideas. Team Antetokounmpo will take on the Higo Province Challenge. Ooh, they've started by falling directly into the spikes. That does not bode well for Team Antetokounmpo. LeBron leaving Cleveland is a bit like a samurai betraying his master. True, but then he did come back to Cleveland and make right by his daimyo, you know? But then he left again, so it's a rocky road out there. A lone wolf and Kobe. Much to consider. What we're talking about, we're basically just like, we're brainstorming for like AI hype beast type like merch farms. It's all we're doing. That's what we've accomplished today. This just brings me around to like the time when they made Steph Curry look like the Demon Slayer protagonist. And it looked truly bad. It wasn't AI. It just was not, it just didn't look good. Okay. We have to high jump to avoid this particular arrow. Now, what the hell comes next? Fuck. Boom, boom. Do 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 do. It is weirdly meditating. It is. I do sometimes find myself getting into the zone. A sort of flow state. I think I've also realized that something about the arrows is that they spawn, they don't come in from off screen, they like spawn at the edge of the screen fully formed, so depending on your position, you can really just be like that's part of why it feels so trial and error-y, is because some of these things you just don't have the time to react to. Do 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 do. Big jump. You said it, Rouge. That sound actually did jump scare me a little bit in real life. So focused was I. Fuck. Okay. What should you do on your new Odin 2? I really like the flow of that sentence. What should you do on your new Odin 2? Classic Castlevania. Always a good time for some classic Castlevania. The Rouge's I can't is really good. Surprisingly pathetic from from the otherwise confident and self-assured Rouge the Bat. I can't. Game Boy. Yeah, I've been thinking about the Game Boy's library lately. It's quite large. Has anybody ever noticed this? Deceptively large. You want a high jump. I have to actively rewire my brain every time I'm there to high jump instead of normal jump. GB Toshinden. Can't say I know it. But you know what is a great Game Boy game? Whoa! Avenging Spirit. Quick, everyone, name as many Game Boy games as you can. Game Boy Color games, do not count. Game Boy Advance games certainly do not count. Battle Arena Toshinden for the Game Boy. I'm not familiar. I'm not familiar. Tetris. They were mostly trash. There is a lot of a funny consequence of a system selling insanely well is the old shovelware demon rearing its head. Cool Spot. Oh, Cool Spot is... There is a Cool Spot on the Game Boy, isn't there? Yeah, Cannon Fodder, Game Boy Color. I'm afraid that you have to leave. There's a dark impulse that made me almost ban you for this. I didn't heed that impulse because I don't think it would have been worth the bit, but would have been a little bit funny. I don't think I knew there was a Game Boy Parodius, but I'm not surprised. Trip World. I see, I see. Parodius quests coming soon, someday. I feel like that'll be a good first series of shmups to try. Due to the silliness. And also due to they're pretty fun. At least from what I played the other night. The Game Boy Mega Mans are a strange beast. I forgot to jump. I've been watching Fire Mountain play through those, and those are very, very interesting games. The way they evolve and kind of find their footing by the end, but are also often very fucked up and janky in their own unique way. Oh, I think I had, maybe not that Contra game, but I had a Contra game on the Game Boy. Via a pirated cart. Also been doing, on the side, some retro achievement grinding for Super Mario Land. You ever heard of that one? It's got Super Ball. It's got Tatanga. It's got Maui Head. OI Head. Teeny tiny Mario. It's got the teeniest, tiniest Mario you can think of. Guys, we are but a novice. So we're gonna leave. And in fact, we're going to... We're going to head to our next... You know my ass is a novice, honestly. We're going to head to the next province on our map. And then, we're going to pause the game and take a little break. We're going to reset, and then we're going to cross this perilous bridge with all of our might. So I'll send you over to Melon Bread. I advise getting up, stretching, hydrating, doing whatever tasks or chores need to doing. And I'll see you in 5 to 10 minutes. And we'll continue our trek. All right, see you shortly. Victory fanfare. Yes, the victory is within our grasp, and we don't need all of the training to get it. We just need to master the 5 techniques, find the sword, and you know, do our best. The real secret is the friends we made along the way, or whatever. These damn bubbles, though. They're a bit devious. Fear of bubble. Okay. Level defeated. Guess what's down here, gamers? Guess what's next for us? What's our next stop? It's another one of our favorite things to do. That's right. It's a freaking 3rd training segment. I think we'll try this one until we completely run out of life. Until we spend our, you know, that little medicine canister up there. That's a full heal once we run out of health. So once that's spent, I think we'll leave. We'll hit the bricks, as they say. Until we spend our samurai juice. Okay, that is doable, but barely. Man. Hi, Blob! Hope you're doing well on this Thursday. Wednesday? Oh, man, how long have we been playing? Yeah, hope you're chilling on a Wednesday. You know what the hell it is. You know what the fuck it is. We're simply we're simply but a novice. We art but a novice. I turned around accidentally. You see. What the heck? Thank you for the ganbare. I need it. I need all the bare I can gon. Honestly, like, other than these extremely steeply difficult and optional training segments, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling alright. God, that one is really fucked up. That one's really twisted. We art but a novice. We are not prepared, according to all the monks. But what do they know? Yeah, okay, we're gone. A novice, if a novice can defeat all the villainous warlocks of Japan, then a novice will beat all the villainous warlocks of Japan. Quite simply, that is exactly how it will go. Okay, we're actually going to double back. We're gonna go back into this level. Cross this bridge again. Stay in Oven. Many are losing sight of the wisdom of novicehood these days. Many monks in their ivory towers losing sight of what the little guy has got to do to clear out the warlocks from the swords of novices. True. Okay, what's next? Where are we heading next? We're heading straight there. That's exactly where we're heading. To fight our third warlock. Can we do it if we've forsaken 2 of our training segments already? Oh god. Also, I mustn't forget my technique. Anything if we enter the head of this Buddha? Doesn't seem like it. Or maybe it is actually a valuable warp. The big old guy, the big bugman. This guy is kind of awesome. He did kill me, but I do think we have this. Although he's now moving in a completely different pattern than he was before. Interesting. Cool guy. The pillbugs are so speedy these days. I don't know. I don't think we encounter them often enough out here for them to really come up in in conversation. I would call them a pillbug. I would also not be surprised to hear them called roly-polies, I guess. Oh, man. No! I feel like we were cooking there, but then we kind of... lost sight of what was really important. Oh, I guess they are French-Canadian. It's been a long time since I've seen A Bug's Life. Maybe they are out here in Quebec. Maybe they're our national bug. Our provincial bug. What if we just stay as aggressive as possible at all times? What if we just win the war of attrition? Maybe against a bug, this is not a wise course of action. They're Hungarian? I see. Get it together, 6-year-old me. Learn about your bug stereotypes already. What's keeping you? Up, up, down, down, 2. If there were a bug this big, it would be a miracle of nature. You're absolutely right. Deny it if I would. Deny it if I must. Dude, my defensive stance. Okay, maybe I have a technique right now. We're gonna develop our own techniques. Yeah, that's right. How about a training room where we throw a bunch of bugs at you? How about that? Thou canst now smash the helmet of foe. Okay, so that means we can do this, right? Yes, we can do the aerial slash. This is the big move that we want. This is the move that will hurt all of our foes. Everyone will hate it when we do this. Bye. Alright, where to next? From here, we're gonna head, south by southeast. Hi, I'm Phil. I'll be wearing a helmet later. Come and smash it, okay? Oh, they're gonna be so mad. They're gonna be riled up. They're gonna be pissed off. And you know what we'll say to that? That's right. Shouldn't have taken over my whole country province by province. That's what I think. Literally, the game is so pleasant and enjoyable and fun when we're not playing the training rooms. Shouldn't have put all your crescents in one helmet. You know the old, that old adage. That old chestnut. I really should just be doing this at all times. Boink. More rolling. And plenty of polling. I like that guy just... He gets his one lick in and then just leaves. Alright. Remember these guys? Oh shit, we're fucking melting them. Is it because of all the swords we've been collecting? I think it must be, right? Oh my god. You'll recall that on our... I think we did an attempt where we just beeline straight for the final boss, and this guy was kind of an ordeal. But no, we didn't even kill him, did we? Now we can kill by stealth. Which is a weird way of saying we have a new crouching slash that also hits behind us. And sounds sick as fuck. We're tearing it up. Pretty cool. I guess that's stealthy. Stealth kills. Talk to your kids about dexterity today. Pretty good, pretty good. Would go hard in a gaming-themed sketch comedy show. That sounded mean. I didn't mean for it to be mean. Where are we going next? We are going... Huh. This is interesting. I have it marked here as, from here we go up, then down to the Oni, then back up. However, I don't know why we can't go up to the Oni, then dip right to the Oni, then up. I know I don't really have a cursor or anything to show that off. But yeah. Let's try some on-the-fly rerouting. What could possibly go wrong? Ooh. The Haunted Forest. Some dirt. Yeah, because if we can avoid doing that level again, why wouldn't we? So then let's just go straight towards the Warlock. And then from here, it's a pretty linear path towards, well, we are going to go around the final level so that we can fight the true final warlock. Not, you know, the sixth warlock. Could be real. Could indeed be real. Ah. Do 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 do. You know, they had to put at least 8 of those Berry 19 Jammins inside of every Sega Master System so that they could play all the music. They wouldn't figure out how to put an Amy Rose Cool, Sweet, and Catchy in there until the 32X era. And by then, you know. Big ol' eyeball. By then, you know, big ol' eyeball. Holy fuck, I was doubtful that the swords that we've been collecting along the way were making much of a difference, but holy shit, are we ever kicking ass. We are melting these bosses. And now we've got the Wild Wield Sword. Thou canst cast the power of a berserker. Thou canst cast. Which is, yeah! So this is just holding up forward. Not pressing a button. This is not a technique we ever got before. Yeah! Pretty fucking good. The boss is just an eye that's crying. Well, it's a tragic tale. Oh, well, of course we can't, You know what? I'm actually not sure if the Genesis has a noise channel. I think that it's all FM, but I'm not sure. There's definitely some sampling in some of the drums, but I feel like yeah, this is a Master System. The Master System had a noise channel. It actually, I didn't realize, I say this every time this comes up, but until our grab bag stream, I didn't realize that the Master System had both your standard waves of square, but also FM support as well. So you could just kind of do, do whatever. Pretty chill little level. And what's next? Let's go over what our final 3 levels are going to look like. We've got a training. We've got a warlock. And then we've got Edo Castle, where we will fight the final boss. Is there any chance these awesome techniques we've learned will make this final training even a little bit bearable? Let's find out. Coming in, pressing, keeping that held. This might make it easier to dispose of arrows, actually. Kind of curious. I don't know. Maybe these techniques are actually goated. Do 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 do. Okay, that one we want to do a normal jump for. God, it's so fucked up how evil these are. Again, at least they're completely optional. At least you don't have to do them. We're gonna go until our life bar gets past the every digit of our score. That's what I'm saying. Well, we're gonna be here for a minute, it sounds like. The rewards are like a buff to your defense. And like your life bar gets extended as well. So it's not... They are worth it, ultimately, I think. If you are patient. But like... I don't know. We only got one of the rewards and we've been doing fine so far. Piss. Okay, we have to do a high jump there. Yeah, useful, but not gonna change your gameplay. Not required to beat the final boss. I got a high jump if I want to reach that particular platform, don't I? They're calling them the Persevering Gamer. I mean, after this, we've only got, like, 2 levels left, so... I'm feeling like... Okay, this one we high jump. Pew! Yep, barely, but it works. And then what's next? Yeah, and the Genesis did have a Master System sound chip, but only because it could also support Master System games in a roundabout way. There was like a weird peripheral you could get for it. This technique really is good for dealing with those arrows, that's for sure. Now this is a little bit devious and devilish. The short hop they ask of me. Ah! They ask me to hop shortly. Also, it's so funny. I feel like what we do here, these challenges are so unlike anything else the game throws at us. Could just be the dying in one hit, but even, like, if you remove that, like, navigating very precise pits of spikes and traps, like, mostly you're doing, like, pretty basic platforming and, like, kind of slashing away at hordes of enemies. It's not like it's not like what we do here transfers to any of the boss fights or anything, right? I should embody the spirit of the unrelenting forward-moving arrow. You're absolutely right. Hey, wait a second. Customize your dad. I think one of these monks might have stolen your Twitch account. You might want to change your password. Fuck. I mean, thou art but a novice is a likely chat message, honestly. Backseaters be like, etc. Bada bum 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 bada bum bada bum bum bum. Oh, of course I have to jump. Hi there! Did you forget? Did you forget, you silly little novice? Foolish novice? What are you, but a little boy? Are you but a baby little novice? Novice is usually auto-modded. Add permitted term novice. Okay, high jump! Wow, what a jump! That was so high, I can scarcely believe it. Endeavor to improve thy abilities, novice. See, now that's the kind of positive attitude that I think these monks gotta start adopting if they want to see results. Man. I said we'd go until we get past 1, so I think we're gonna do that. It is a little bit get good. But at the very least it's I mean, you know, as much as get good is cruel and terse, at least it is ostensibly advice. Much like, improve yourself, novice, versus just saying, you know, thou art but a novice, thou art but a scrub. Hi, May is raiding with 426 scheming novitiates. Wow, welcome! Welcome! Oh my gosh. I'm such a fan. How are your schemes? Did you usurp power yet? Boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Wouldn't it be so sweet and nice if we could at least beat 2 of the 4 training sections? Wouldn't that at least grant us some solace in this cruel world? Alerts you get before being called a novice approximately 1,000 times. Oh, notification. Anxiety, thou art but a novice. Depression, thou art but a novice. Hayato, Daddy Longsword is back in town. Fuck, okay. Long blade. I don't know. There's something there, probably. We could let that cook in the oven for a little while longer. Ugh. Hold on, everybody. I've got to slice with my blade real quick. There we go, we're back. That's what I do to trolls and bots. Yeah. Oh. And a lovely little gourd for me. Don't mind if I do. Now, how the hell do we get down here? How the hell do we do this? The barest of hops from, like... Fuck, I was scared, I got scared, I got scared. I got scared of an arrow. I got scared of an arrow. Arrgh. Ooh, I oughta. Ooh, if I get a hold of the game developers, I'm gonna. Ooh, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do some of this. I'm gonna hit them with one of these and a couple of those. And maybe some of these for the road. I'm alright. We got back there. We can get back there again. And our health is replenished, so we can keep going until we lose even more health. I didn't commit. I didn't commit. I didn't commit to the jump. I must commit to all my jumps. Thou must commit to thine jumpeth. Yeah, we found a gourd. We found a gourd somewhere in the monk's awesome challenge. Which means we get to chill here for a little while longer. Isn't that awesome, everybody? Isn't this everyone's favorite part of kenseiden for the Sega Master System? Released in 1998, developed and published by Sega themselves. It's the monk's house. He lives here. The warlocks didn't manage to get in, so he said, you know what? Let's work on the old spike training. Let's get this shit sorted out and set up. Hayata's gonna love this. Oh, the look on Hayata's face when he sees the obstacle course we've got set up for him. Oh boy, some things money cannot buy. Warlocks couldn't beat the training either. That's absolutely right. The Benkei demon? The Benkei warlock? No way is that guy getting past jump number 1. Flawlessly whirling and twirling through the arrows so that you can get a cup of water in the middle of the night. You think this is just like a mess that they like haven't bothered cleaning up and they're like, yeah, no, it's training so I can stay sharp, you know? Trust me, it makes sense. The way I have this all laid out makes perfect sense to you. Look, you really gotta, you know, to a bodhisattva like myself, you got this is the sort of stuff that is simply obvious and true. Yeah, they just haven't bothered taking you down for the holidays. Their favorite holiday. Spikesmith comes but once a year. Spikesmith in July. Two lovers on either side of the house and they're shooting message arrows to each other and I'm blocking their texts. Well, good, because that love would end in tragedy for both them and their warring factions. So... you're welcome. You know, a you're welcome would be nice. I love when the end of Romeo and Juliet happens. That's my favorite part. It's a you sound. I feel so weird even being fake mean. I feel so... I feel too violent. I felt... I want to say there might have been like a solid 24-hour period where I felt like genuinely really guilty at yelling at you for making fun of me for being stressed out about the song in Pipe Dream. I was genuinely like I got over it eventually, but for like a solid 24 hours I was like, holy shit, was I? Did I go too far? I gotta find a better form of joke other than being fake mean to my viewers. I gotta try out some knock-knock jokes or something. The song did make me the peevish chick gamer. That I cannot deny. It made me the warlock gamer. Oh yes, dad jokes. I'm well versed in those, rest assured. Ah, there's some really devilish arrow spawns in this one. Okay, now this shit. This shit I really don't know. Let's try from here. Alright. I would have... yeah. Yeah, honestly, look, look. Give Shakespeare his laurels, but honestly, that's the sort of stuff that would never fly in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I don't know. I don't know who this character is. Person who's unfavorably comparing Shakespeare to Marvel movies. Just inventing potential guys to be mad at. As one does. Man. Still more? This is we have to land on there and then immediately duck, right? Yeah. It's within our grasp. It's so within our grasp. New characters tag on the screen on the stream. Can I do that? Is that something I... Yes, I can actually. Wait, hold on. I think I'm going to remove the Swag Unleashed tag. I'll keep the Champion tag. I have beaten games and thus implicitly become a champion before. So, I think that's not Swag Leashed. No, that is not... That is unfortunately not a tag. Can anybody add a tag? Is that... Let's see. Yep. Yep. Anybody can add any kind of tag. We have leashed our swag, not to worry anyone. Our swag is under control. It does also... Here's the thing. It does also imply that I'm kind of like a sort of a puppy girl or something like that. Which, no disrespect. I just don't think that's who I am. However, swag leashed still is pretty funny. We're gonna let swag leashed rock for a little while. See how it feels. Soon swag will be clicker trained. Very soon. Stay tuned. Don't mind if I do. We were just so close is the thing. If I was gonna give up, if I were ever to have given up, it would have been before that attempt. No. I want what's mine. After all, I've had to leash my swag for this. It's like, yeah, it's like putting your limiters back on. That's exactly right. If I let my swag run wild, well, that's just irresponsible. I could cause damage to myself or my surroundings. Well, I simply must practice here. I feel respectfully customize your dad. Is that not, like, does the term not explain itself? Well, I'm glad that this stream has been educational, if nothing else. Sure, sure. We love context around here. All my homies be consuming their media in vacuums lately. And it's like, brother. As a trans femme furry, you are constantly explaining that you are not a puppy girl. Understandable. I'm saluting. Every day I wake up and it's my first day on Earth and everything is new. That's gotta be awesome and or scary. Dude, don't turn on the news. That's all I gotta say. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be more than you can handle for but a novice such as yourself. Now this guy. This old joker. As a reward, thou shalt be granted a charm. Don't have negative thoughts, remember your mantra. Have you simply tried being neurodivergent? Or neurotypical, rather? Ugh, respect. I forget if that charm increases our attack or our defense or something. It's a buff of some sort. We got it. We earned it. With our blood, sweat, and tears. We don't get to walk over and pick it up. We just get it. I assume we get it, even though it's not in our inventory. It would be fucked up if we were booted out without having collected it. The jumping women. Defense power, excellent. I love defense power. Another sword, why not? Why not? I love increasing my attack power. This is a great song. And an extra life, hell yeah. Absolutely. I don't mind the theme of the training dojo, but I am happy to hear anything else. Oh yeah, it is. You know, that is exactly it. It's Seven Nation Army, but it like fell down the stairs. I'm gonna fight them all. And a message going screaming bow. The Screaming Skull is here to stay. Oh fuck, this guy is actually killing our ass. Okay, never mind. We're goated. We might have to spend our medicine bottle, but that's fine. Yep. Pretty cool skull. Kind of an awesome skull. On the back of a leather jacket, that guy would be awesome. But now he is just the guy who gave us the Sword of Dragon Lord. And so on we go to the home of the Warlocks. The Great Edo Castle. Our final challenge. And we're pretty strong. We've got life bar, defense up, all 5 techniques. We do fall down a hole though, so watch out. What if I wanted to kill the Warlock, but a fish said no? That would be pretty sad, I have to say. This mysterious empty room. Seems it ought to hold a secret, but no secret I find. Oh well. I am but a novice after all. These guys are deceptively fucking me up. I'm simply obsessed with using the Berserker. Oh, an extra life for me! How generous. You shouldn't have. Bye. I'll take that. Even our foe adheres to the age-old adage, if it sucks, hit the bricks. This is it precisely what makes them so scary. I also should say, I've always loved our guys' sprites. Hayato's sprites are awesome, they're detailed, they're different for both left and right. You can see his arm. His arm is holding a sword, facing right. I love his getting hit animation, where he's just like, oh oof, no. No problem. We don't need that. Speaking of falling down the stairs. Alright, here he is. Here comes our final dreadful boss. First, we have to fight his horrible fires. Phase 1 down. Now, this second phase, we were straight up not able to do any damage to previously. Because last time we fought him, we lacked this attack. There we go. We are striking him. Although it's not being reflected in the... Oh yeah, there he goes. There he goes. His face does change after we strike him a few times. Now, here's a question. Does dying put us here, or does it send us back? No, we're good. I like that there are just boulders everywhere, too. I sure wish there was a way to deal with these rocks at all. Normally these, well, not every fight has had obstacles that I could defeat, I guess. His Warlock spell of Summon 100 Rocks. He dropped rocks on so many shogunates that Japan fell before they could even realize what had happened. They do look tasty, yeah. It's a classic. It's vintage. So vintage even this guy's rocking it. Up, up, down, down, 2, everybody. Up, up, down, down, 2. Okay. We're through the hardest part. I think we have infinite continues. I think what happened was I would, like, you have to do a specific input to get it to continue, and I would fuck up the input. Also, the rocks are surprisingly consistent, I'm realizing. Fuck. Alright. I hate when I jump into him. I hate when a rock falls on me. Just a glimpse into Hayato's thoughts right now. I'm consistently getting to the last phase where his actual health bar starts to go down. Ah. I keep jumping up into his extended arms. Could but a novice do this? Oh, we get a close-up of him. He's looking great. Unbeknownst to anyone, thou hast killed the monster, and thy battle is done. A cauldron of fire envelops the enchanted castle, scorching the heavens. The darkness clears, and light returns to the land. Thou beginst to journey in the silence to a place unknown, with no one knowing thy deepest thoughts. Sekiro, who? Sekiro, what? No credits? Just back to the title screen. Yeah, I couldn't find any information about who actually made this game, other than like Sega, but in terms of credits, there's not a lot out there. Which is a shame, because this game is pretty damn good. It's a fun one. You can tackle it however you want. You can go any way. You can go various routes. You can get all sorts of techniques. It's quite enjoyable. Thank you, Kenseiden. I was locked in towards the end there. I was excuse me. I was very committed to becoming the patient gamer. Yeah, there was Alex Kidd, there was the panda. The panda might just be a panda. But yeah. Yeah, Kenseiden. Pretty awesome. Check it out. If you've got a Sega Master System, you should enjoy this game. It's kind of a heater. Now, I think that's going to be it for me today. Somewhat short stream, but that's okay. We did accomplish a somewhat gamer feat. So, let's head on over here. Let's roll out the tunes. Thanks everyone for hanging out whilst I became the ultimate gamer. I'll send y'all over to Retro Pals. They're streaming a bunch of DOS games from Apogee Software. So that'll be fun, won't it? Retro Pals. Yeah. I am happy with how today went. Thanks for hanging out. Friday, Facile continues. I don't know what'll be in the Tuesday slot. I'll have to figure that out. I guess soon, eh? I'll come up with something. And then Sunday, Class of '98 Challenge is back. Everyone's favorite challenge. Ooh, yeah. 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 Kenseiden, awesome. Gaming, awesome. Happy Wednesday. Enjoy the rest of your week, everyone. Thanks for chilling with little old me. Thanks for keeping me company as I endure training. We are no longer but novices anymore. Have a good rest of your evening, and I will see you around. Bye-bye.
Bravo needs bacon for the $1 donation. Thank you. And thank you, Barry Trio Bean, for the raid.
Hey, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. Yeah, looking at this, I really appreciate how far things have come. NES looking pretty good right now, huh? And hey, Barrier Trio, hope you had a good stream.
Welcome.
You were playing, I was looking in just earlier, but I already forgot. It was cool, though.
It was cool.
Well, DOS gaming isn't awesome so far. We're just seeing 1986, but things are about to be awesome. We're about to see the best games ever made, according to the internet.
So yeah, that's Maze Runner. It's a really I like the conceit of the maze being invisible and you have to kind of feel it out.
That is kind of neat, yeah. Back in 86, I would have the kind of patience for that, I think.
Oh, me too.
Kenseiden! Yeah, that's right. That game rules. Thou art but a novice. I love those parts. Anyway, 86. That's the start of Apogee. And now we're moving right along to 1987.
They released 2 games.